So, this sage can save the world.
Ah, adventurers. Off to do a little dungeon crawling, are you? Makes me wish I were young again. Always plenty of fun to be had in the underworld.
So, but it has so much
Good luck
potential.
down there.
Welcome, adventurer. We are the review board of the Adventurers Guild. Before you can be allowed to learn certain skills or follow certain paths, your progress must be reviewed to be certain that you are worthy. You will know when to return to us. We look forward to seeing you then. Farewell, adventurer. You have returned to us too soon, adventurers. Farewell, adventurer.
Who? Oh, hello! I don't suppose you have any stories? Farron Brygo is the name, impresario of theatrical entertainments and pageants of the mind. My company and I have performed before kings and queens on village greens and everything in between. We tell stories of all kinds, from tall tales of knights and thieves and bards, to poignant parables set in a world beyond the end of the world, to epics of gods and monsters, and those who wonder if they might be both. In my 40 years practicing my chosen trade, I have had the privilege of working with some of the finest magicians, storytellers, craftsmen, and artists the world has ever known. And it has been our continued pleasure to create together new and wondrous worlds for our audience to explore. My family were bankers in the land of the golden sun, but I left that trade to follow my love of art and storytelling and entertaining the people. I have never regretted it. I'm working on a new entertainment as we speak, about a band of bold adventurers trying to stop ancient evils from destroying the world, and I'm looking for inspiration. It occurred to me that the Adventurers Guild would be a good place to find some. Good talking to you. See you again.
Ah, hello. Good to meet fellow seekers of adventure. I am Ekbar Andros, known as Stronghold. It seems I've come to your city in dark times. I have sought adventure for many years. First as a mercenary in Sarai, then as a treasure hunter and thief. Then one day in a market in Gouache, I heard a song that told of a great sage trapped in an endlessly repeating dream. The song said that if the sage was freed from his dream, he would turn the world from the path of ruin. And I, suddenly feeling I had unwittingly been treading just such a path, decided I would find the sage and wake him and help him to save the world. I have been seeking him ever since and had many adventures along the way. A name from my mercenary days. I was known to hold the line and never break, and to close the gaps when others fled. Murders, disappearances, intolerance, hate, the clash of the old and the new. All this is happening within your walls. It makes me wonder if the ruin the sage is meant to save us from is close at hand. If it is, then I must find him quickly and stop telling tales in taverns. Murders, disappearances, intolerance, hate. Good luck on your adventures, friends. I hope you find what you seek.
Hello there. I don't suppose you'd be interested in buying or selling a soul now, would you? Lar is the name. Lar of Revellon, at your service. That's right. Usually do brisk business, but not having much luck here. Haven't made a sale in days. Everyone down here in Skara Brae below seems to have one already. Not an empty vessel among you. Up in the new city, of course, almost no one has a soul. I could make a killing up there, but it's too dangerous. What with the Fatherites running things, my sort of business is frowned up. Plenty of souls down here to choose from, but no one seems in a selling mood. Too busy fighting the good fight, or some such nonsense. Think I'll have to move on to some place where the people are more beset with ennui. Boredom. Nice talking with you.
A practitioner. Listen, I want you to know that though I am Roscoe, this is not the Emporium, and what I have on sale here in no way reflects the quality of the goods that I offer there. I'm only here selling this rubbish because the Emporium has been flattened by a giant and occupied by Trow. Now, how can I help? Yes, the 7th of that name, and the first, Fian help me, to abandon the store. Even in the aftermath of Tarjan's destruction, my ancestors kept the doors open, while I'm a disgrace to the name. The rarest, most exclusive collection of magical and mystical items, elixirs and ingredients ever assembled in Skara Brae, now pounded into rubble and occupied by Trow mercenaries who are ambushing every poor practitioner who comes through the door looking for me. It is an intolerable situation. My reputation and Oh, just a moment. I don't suppose you... Oh, but of course you would. What adventurer wouldn't? Ah, well, when I escaped the Emporium, I happened to take with me a lantern of illusion. If you could drive out the Trow that currently occupy the Emporium, then set the lantern on the hook outside the door, it will make the place impossible for undesirables to find until I can return and clean it up a bit. After that, if you find yourself in need of best quality magical merchandise, why, I would gratefully sell it to you for a deep, deep discount. What do you... Excellent. Then here is the lantern, and here is the location of the Emporium. Be careful, though. There are a lot of trow there, and they aren't the friendly sort. Thank you for coming to Roscoe's. Please, you're back. Have you... If you mu... Don't keep me waiting here. I can't bear it. Have you chased the trow from... If you mu... Please, help me soon, I beg you.
Oh, nice talking with you.
Ah, I knew you'd come forward, hero. Now, listen. Seems the raid on the Adventurers Guild was just one attack among many today. There's atrocities happening all over Scarabray. And Dalgleish, Ringneck, and the Green Lady, who you met during the fighting, have gone to look into some of them. I promised I'd send help if I could find any. Would you look for them and give them a hand? This is the old town, the original Scarabray. When the mad god Tarjan attacked it with fire and storm a century and a half ago, the earth shook so the muddy hills around the town flowed down and buried it to the gables. Ever since, the poor and outcast and outlaw have been digging it out again, little by little, making a home in the dark. Now, there's not much more to tell. I can never remember any details of where or how. I just know the troubles we're having now will end when you end them. And somehow, you'll end me too. I only wish I knew why. The Fatherites claim that elves, dwarves, drow, and those who practice magic or follow the old ways are enemies of their faith. But until all this magical mayhem started, the most they would do was preach against us. Now it seems they want to wipe us out, as if that would make them safe. It isn't us behind this terror. Ha! Ringneck's a collector, I'll call him. Likes shiny things. He was looking into a kidnapping in Wellbottom, the trow camp here in Scarabray below. I'd look for him first, as Wellbottom's nearby. Then he can help you find the others. Dalgleish is a dwarf smith, and a long-time protector of Scarabray. Someone's been attacking his clients, and he fears it's because he's investigating these terrors. He was off just before the raid to lie in wait for the devils at a client's stall in Scarabray above. She's an elf who dedicated herself to caring for the poorest in Scarabray. She'd heard some rumours of elves luring children away from their families, like in the old tales. She went up. If you need some kit, peek in those crates. Won't do to go around defenceless in days like these.
Now's the perfect time. Everybody's out of their houses, left all their valuables behind.
But what about the monsters? What if we get ate?
We'll be careful, that's all. And if we're caught, well, I run faster than you, so that's all right.
Aye, that's no funny.
Right in front of me. I didn't know. Stay in the camp. We're all gonna die here, aren't we? Why don't we not do this? We'll never win this. Never.
Who's there? There! Get out! Right! Who wants to die? That's them done!
Stay in the camp.
We're all gonna die here, aren't we? Why don't we not do this? We'll never win this. Never.
You can't trick me! You're a monster, just like the other monster. No, no, no! Leave me be!
Do we need to kill them?
Come on! Let's get to the killing!
Mickle and Batface, snatched like eggs out of a henhouse.
And you don't know who nabbed him?
They was out scavenging. Didn't know they was gone till Gob found their gear all thrown about down near Sinister Street.
Well, that's a place to start. I'll find them, Cully, I promise I will. Now lock down tight until I get back, aye?
Ta, Ringneck. I only hope you'd find him alive. There's too many of us hurt and lost already.
This is terrible, terrible. And the nappers with such a head start. Oh, who's that? Ah, you must be the one Rabbie promised to send. Am I glad to see you? Some kin of mine have been kidnapped and I could use some help finding them. Wellbottom's the biggest trow camp in all of Keith. Used to be the one place a trow could feel they was safe. Now nowhere is safe. Been talk at the guild of some trow sellswords sneaking around Scarab Brae, killing people and cutting them up. I hope it ain't them who's took my friends, but I got a bad feeling in my belly. Thanks for giving me a hand. Cully said they was taken near Sinister Street. Let's head that way. That's High Priestess Uena, leader of the Temple of the Blessed Lady. She's a lot nicer than Bishop Henred, but they're still on the same side.
Ah, adventurers. I understand why you look at me askance, friends, but please do not think all Fatherites are as close-minded as Bishop Henred's paladins. They may blame all Trow for the crimes of a few, as they do adventurers too, eh? But we do not. Please tell your friends at the Guild that if any there needs sanctuary, even from other Fatherites, the Temple of the Blessed Lady is always open. We are indeed, but Henred is very zealous. I should not say more. Loyalty is one of a paladin's greatest virtues, but blind loyalty... I wish they followed the actual teachings of the Sword Father's book as fervently as they do those who preach it. I do, child. I pray. Go in peace, child.
She talks as sweet as honey, but I still wouldn't tell her much. Fatherites stick together, no matter what they say.